DynoBob here. I wanted to touch base with you guys today. We got a lot of new things going with the Cobras, and I want to give you an update on the lightweight rotors. The latest lightweight rotor that we're making has actually got a 1-inch hole drilled in it, and we're plugging them flat. That negates any airflow problems we're having, like with the freeze plug type. So we're making these here, the flat ones. We've actually got 2 pounds out of these. They're super light. So that's a total of 4 pounds for the pack. We're going to see 5,000 more RPMs, 23 pounds of boost. We're looking for 600 rear wheel on this particular project here. This blower here is the latest blower, and a lot of people ask, you know, stage 6, where's it welded, what's going on? Well, we did this on the stage 3, and we got it welded on the stage 6. And it's also welded on the roof area also. So a lot of times it's hard to see because your bypass valve is here. But anyway, there it is. If it's lumped up, it's welded. This one here also has a Venom cooler. Now this has been very popular. It's really taken off. What we're doing is we're tapping into the intercooler system with these short lines. It'll just run a we got a push lock fitting here, and you'll just cut that line that goes to your supercharger cooler, you know, underneath your blower there. So water's going in and out of that right here, but we're just tapping right into that water line. So you just split them lines. This is a push lock. You just firmly push them in. It'll tap in. Then you'll get your cool water. It'll go through the housing, up and down. It'll cool the front bearing, it'll travel over, it'll travel down, it'll cool the oil supply. One thing about this, to get these off, you just push in, pull back, and then pull out. We're really not seeing floor temperatures really get above body temperature. Road racing, it's a must. You know, we're taking 100 to 200 degrees out of these things. And the key thing is, not only the amount of heat we take out, but we actually got even heat now from front to rear, like 100 degrees front to rear. So we're not getting the warpage that we've seen before. And, you know, we're eliminating almost all the rotor to case rub. Another thing about the lightweight rotor is we did put this on a balance machine, and we actually found they're pretty perfectly balanced. I guess we take so much weight out of each vane, it's not a factor near as much as when it's a 4-pound rotor versus 2-pound. So that's good. This particular unit here, it has the extra large opening. We just got to run a Dragon. What we've done is we actually got 3 sizes of gaskets we use. This is a stock size. We rarely use this. Hardly ever. This is our medium gasket. Let's look how much bigger that is. That's like that much bigger. Now when we go to this large gasket, it's literally off. Can you see that? Look at that. It's literally over a ½ inch bigger. So it's super large. But if you're not making this large here, that big throttle body ain't really going to do what you think it should be doing. So that's a pretty neat deal. The bottom of these blowers really haven't changed much, but a lot of these track blowers, we will epoxy them. This blower here with all these options is what's known as the track blower, and it's becoming quite popular. What else can we talk about this? That's just about it. I mean, we do. This guy's getting chrome. Where's he got over here? That's kind of a nice touch. Our polish guy chromed a bit of these goodies for us. This guy's running lower, but he's going to start out with this Billet Flow 365 upper. We're looking at 23,000 RPM and 6,500 with this pulley and his lower, which will have a tremendous amount of grip. And we're all going to supply him with this 3,400 for just a crazy up to 25,000. He's going to put this on a water brake. We're going to get some numbers on it, and then he'll go on the chassis dyno after he does all that. And this blower has a SnakeBite package in it. The SnakeBite package, which they've become quite popular too. And here's a picture up here. Can you see that? Can you pan over here? Can you see that? Here's a picture of it. It's actually a gearbox behind the front pulley in this area. Now this is the latest gear. It's been drilled not only for lightweight, it also allows more oil. We can get more oil in the system. A lot of people wonder, well, what's the advantage with the gear drive over maybe a lower pulley? There's a couple things people like. The advantage is we're actually spinning the rotors faster behind the front drive, which means all your front pulleys, your alternator, your idlers, all that stuff up here is turning OEM speeds. We gain the overdrive behind all that. So we really don't have the drag and the added load on the front accessories. That gives us a lot more acceleration. And usually when we do this, we run a larger pulley. So we got just a ton of belt grab. So it's pretty impressive. I mean, when you try one, you do laugh because it does accelerate so hard. So what else is going on with this? Well, that's the track blower. One thing I'm building right now, which we'll have one in next week, the prototype. We're doing so much work on the front drives now with the coolers and such that we've decided what we're making is a 249 upper pulley for the Cobra and the Lightning. I think they're going to be very popular with the Cobras. We got enough, we can machine the front drive down to get this 249 on there. That's going to be 16 to 16 and a half pounds boost, upper only. And that's going to be a neat deal. That's going to be an inexpensive, high horsepower deal. So, a lot of people, you know, that we told a few people about it, you know, the first question was, well, ain't it going to slip? Well, what we did was we really took a hard look at the belt and the pulley, the way it was grabbing and the way it looked. And when you put it on there, you will notice there's an air gap. When you squeeze that belt down, there's still an air gap in that V, and it's a good 80 thousandths. So we've changed the design somewhat to eliminate that air gap. And we're going to get more rubber on the pulley. It is going to be knurled, and there's going to be some other things about it. I feel real good about it. I mean, we're going to get the first one in a few days. We almost need to get a car in here. I don't know if anybody's watching that might have a car here around St. Louis that would like to come in and do the test on that 249. Have to let me know. So anyway, I'm excited about that. It's going to be an inexpensive, high horsepower upgrade. I think that's about it. Another thing we're looking into is we're looking into a sonic cleaner, which I think is going to be a real plus. You know, it's going to help Kurt a ton over there putting these things together. But we'll also be able to sonic clean your aftercoolers, and I think that's going to be a big deal. We'll be able to offer that very, very cheap. And it's something we're kind of expanding the shop, and that's why you haven't seen us much. We've been very busy. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you today about, and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get together next time and talk about what's new.